Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. The US dollar, which measures the greenback strength against a basket of 6 major currencies, was somewhat weaker and closed around 90.40 and failing to confirm the inverse head and shoulders, which would have been a break above 90.80. Now, looking at the Australian dollar, the RSI is attempting to try and break above the midway point, but the MACD is still negative. I do feel that the market is still waiting to get confirmation from the break of this level of around 76.60, and if so, could open the way back towards 75.5. Tomorrow, though, the market will be looking at the inauguration for President pre-elect Joe Biden. So no doubt the market will be a little bit choppy. Looking at the top side, though, for the Aussie, as long as we don't close above 77.95, then I feel the market will continue its trek lower. So with the euro attempting to recover in front of the level around that 120, presently I do expect to see the resistance hold around 121.50 or 60 level. If so, then that should also confirm and keep an eye on the dollar index, as it would be viewed that a move above 90.80 would see a further fall to 119.90 to 120. Dollar yen still holding underneath this level around 104.1045, but I feel that the market is giving a little bit of hardly any away when it comes to the midway point, as it keeps chopping and churning around the 50 level. The MACD remains bullish. In my view, I feel that we could still see a break above that 104.45 level, which could initiate and trigger stops up towards 105 to 106. Sterling still holding above the 135 level, but contained by the level around 137, as we have done in the last few days. Still keep an eye on these technicals. The MACD is negative, the RSI is positive. So it really depends on who and when the challenge can be taken to either the top side or the bottom side. Until we get this whipping S out of the way, I still favour the downside at present to break the level around 135 to open the way to 133. Sterling yen recovers slightly back above that 141 and still looking a little bit puzzling because the technicals are still negative. So let's see if the market can sustain into the European session. Little to say about gold other than the fact that we've got a false break at 20, but we haven't broken above the 68.78 level and we're still maintaining in this sort of sideways pattern since we saw that $89 drop. I still feel the downside is at risk as long as we don't break above that 68.78 level. And looking at the oil, well, the market staged a little bit of a recovery after earlier slipping away from that cap around that 54 level. Still, the technicals are negative. I still believe the market has the potential to head back towards 49.50 and reassess from there. Well, that wraps it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, look out for the intraday report and hope you enjoy the rest of the day.